What's going on, everybody? K to the 2 here with a Pokemon Showdown live. This is going to be my first Showdown live that I've done on my channel. I've done Showdown sessions in the past where I've done one match per episode, but I want to do more lives because I feel like it's more interpersonal with you guys, and I want to go ahead and get to know you guys a bit more. So if you could, go ahead and leave comments down in the comment section. I'll make sure to review them as I go through these lives over and over. I'll answer any questions that you leave on the comment or in the comment section, because that's what it's called. Sorry, I put my phone on my bed because sometimes it gets distracting. Today we are going to do a live in NU. This is a quick team that I threw together. A lot of the EVs really don't mean a whole lot. Seismitoad, this is like my lead rock setter. Knockoff is there for, it's just very reliable in order to knock off Sashes, as well as knock off any Mesprit that's going to want to come in, as well as a Xatu that wants to come in and block my rocks. That way they don't have any reliable recovery, and it's always a guaranteed 2-hit KO unless they are max physically defensive, in which case I can just bop them with a Hydro Pump. Next up we have Ray Charles, because he misses everything because he's blind. Because he has that Fire Blast and that Focus Blast. So, I mean, he's Assault Vest, modest, with a bit of speed. I'm not quite sure what the speed really outspeeds, I just threw it on there. So yeah, that's a thing. If you guys could help leave like a suggestion of what speed to run on this, or a different spread or something, that could help. We have Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, and Hidden Power Grass. Pretty standard for an Assault Vest Magmortar. Next up we got Dat Good with standard dual stab plus Moonblast, so then the Malamarzans here cannot set up on Vileplume. And then Moonlight just for reliable recovery. I don't have the Sleep Powder on this thing because I don't know. I'm not really fond of grass types, and I'd rather just use it as more of a thing to take hits and get its health back throughout the game. It's like my one mon that I can really reliably use as a physical pivot. I don't really have a whole lot of things to take very strong special hits. Next up we got Erdbay, the item list Archeops, so then Acrobatics is boosted. Since I already have Stealth Rocks, I don't need it. I could run Taunt, but I do like the U-turn that it gives me. It gives me, no, I'm changing it to Taunt. I've had too much trouble in the past with opponents like wanting to set up on me, and that tends to happen, so Archeops can be here to taunt things. U-turn isn't really that useful because I do have switch-ins. Mainly Magmortar is a good switch-in to anything that is going to want Archeops, except for Rock-type moves, and if I want to get ballsy I can go out into Not a Frog and take any of those. This team seems to be really Cryogonal and Kecleon weak, but that's there's not much you can really do about that. Next up we got Mellow Esprit. Calm Mind, 3 attacks, just a normal Meloetta set, or sorry, Mesprit set. With Energy Ball just for good coverage, Dazzling Gleam to hit any dark types or fighting types, but fighting is taken care of by Psychic, so that's yeah. Bouffalant, we got Head Charge, Banded, Reckless. That's normally the move that you're going to see me go for unless they have a Ghost type, which I have seen a few people running, of course, Mismagius, because it's really good. And what was the other one? Gourgeist or something? I don't remember. Either way, Head Charge from a Banded Bouffalant, Adamant, Max Attack. Not a whole lot of things that are going to live that. Anything else I really need to go over? I put a little bit of special attack investment on this Vileplume just to make sure that I can, you know, actually do some sort of thing with it and not just leave it as setup fodder. yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and get into a battle. Alright, we are in a battle against G-Lo. Is that kind of like J-Lo? Oh, you know what? This guy's team isn't too great, because Archeops just basically runs a hole through it once Torkoal is out of the way, and Lickalicky is 2-hit KO'd, so it can't switch in. It's definitely a Sun team. Or wait, is Drought banned? I'm not sure. I'm gonna lead with Seismitoad because that's usually my lead. As he leads Mismagius, this is what we pay Seismitoad the big bucks for. He's gonna live this energy ball and do a hell of a lot to this Mismagius with knockoff. That's a 2-hit KO regardless. So if he wants, he can go for an energy ball here. Otherwise, something's getting knocked off. And oh, Pain Split. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I can just continually go for Stealth Rocks after my taunt wears off. Like, you can Pain Split all you want, but it's gonna just wear out my taunt turns. I mean, I guess Poliwrath could be an issue if he sets up Rain. Otherwise, really, I don't see a whole lot that his team's gonna be able to do. Seismitoad and Archeops just wins this game, and once Mismagius is out of the way, oh, here comes Vileplume. My immediate switch would be Ray Charles, because I can take anything he wants to go for, especially a Sleep Powder. He only has one spinner. Does Lickalicky get rocks? I don't know. I know Torkoal does. You know what? Let's make it harder for Torkoal to switch in on Archeops and set up our rocks. I have the Rindo Berry, so maybe I can live what this Vileplume wants to go for, unless he wants to make a risky double. He goes for the Giga Drain. I still don't live that with my Rindo Berry. That's unfortunate, but not a big deal. Yeah, Archeops comes in and basically gets a free kill. I can Acrobatics, right? Because his Torkoal, I think, gets 2-hit KO'd by Acrobatics. And Vileplume is not going to live this Acrobatics. I can almost guarantee it. Almost. Okay, he does switch in Torkoal. Please do... Oh, that doesn't do enough. Okay, well, Alright, well, I can just continually Acrobatics, because if he wants to Rapid Spin here, I think I just win with Archeops. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot anymore for Archeops, because this dies. The only thing he really has is the Lickalicky. But he can't switch it in right here. He has to really just sack his Torkoal here if he wants to reliably do anything. No, he goes straight into Lickalicky. That was not a good play. That's a risk I'm willing to take, because Bouffalant does win with Mesprit alongside it, because Mesprit beats Poliwrath, which can 1v1 Bouffalant. So I'm just going to go for the Acrobatics. I'm going to say screw it. If he goes for Protect, which he does, that's fine. But he can't Protect this next turn. If he's going to go for a Wish, we can Taunt. He won't be able to do anything to us. Oh. Oh! Oh, that's a thing. Okay, Shoo. Well, Shoo. That stinks. Oh well, I'll just go for Acrobatics. He has a Wish in the air. He might want to bring something back, which he doesn't. He goes for a knockoff, which isn't doing anything. we're going to have to go into Magmortar here on his Protect. So let's do that. Even if he is especially defensive, or no, he has to be physically defensive if he's taking those acrobatics like that. Maybe he's not. Perhaps not. Focus Blast connects. I actually hit my Focus Blast. What is life? I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt because I don't want him Wish passing into his Mismagius and it living. As he just goes for Protect, I reveal that I'm not choice. This Lickilicky is a pain. Let's go into Bouffalant as he is going to put another Wish in the air. As he goes for the knockoff, so that's going to be great. Okay, so we can go for Head Charge. Oh my god! Okay, that Head Charge from Ben Wallace. He just said no. He said, get out of my paint. Oh my god, Ben Wallace was my hero. If you guys don't know who Ben Wallace is, A, you didn't watch sports, and B, I don't think I can like you. Polyrath comes in. This still does a whole lot of work. I'm gonna go for Zen Headbutt anyway, though. If he wants to try and set up... No, I outspeed it. That's defensive. He sets up a sub. So we outspeed this thing. I don't feel like missing, so I'm just gonna Wild Charge. Wait, Wild Charge is stronger anyway, isn't it? Okay, we get rid of his sub, that's fine. I'm willing to let this thing go down. I am willing to let this thing go... What is happening? Whoa. Okay, Twitter just blew up. Okay, Archeops comes in and wins the game now. GG, no re. Good night. I love you. Good night. Oh wait, no. We still have to deal with Ninetales somehow. But we can possibly set up with it, or set up with Mesprit on that. And I mean, we can... Okay, he sacks his Torkoal. Good play, I guess. He's only got one play here, and that's to go into Ninetales. And he's going to get taunted. I'm going to check if he has Oblivious. Trust me, because I don't want him... Okay, it gets Flash Fire. That's good. We can taunt this, as it's probably going to want a Will-O-Wisp. Otherwise, I don't know what it would want to do, as it goes for Energy Ball. That's a thing. Alright, let's... Well, shoo. We need to get this thing back up to full somehow. No, Mesprit at +1 just wins, so I'm just gonna go for damage. That's going to be my best plan of action, as that still does a whole lot of damage. He gets the Spadef drop, that's not a big deal. Okay, so Ninetales is weakened. What speed is it? It's base 100, that's okay. His taunt ends at a very unfavorable time. We can go into Ray Charles and just Thunderbolt, because Ninetales can't touch us. Mismagius dies. Vileplume will die to this plus Fire Blast, and Poliwrath just dies. So, I believe we have this game in the bag, even though we are down 4-3. It goes for Psyshock, that does nothing. That's a dead Ninetales. I mean, his only chance really is to Going to Mismagius, Pain Split, then Nasty Plot if he lives, and I miss a Fire Blast. Otherwise, I just win. Goes into Vile Plume. He's gonna try and put me to sleep as I miss my Fire Blast, isn't he? Or he's just gonna go... Okay, I missed my Fire Blast, and at least he wasn't stupid and went for the damage. That's really unfortunate because now Mismagius is going to be able to come in and knock me out with a Shadow Ball. Yeah, like I said, really unfortunate, but we can go ahead and... Yeah, that was kind of bullshit. Good job, Ray Charles. Good job. You make good music, but only with your hits. Oh wait! No! I live! How did Vile Plume Sludge Bomb do more than Mismagius' Shadow Ball? Was that a Specs Vile Plume? That was a Specs Vile Plume. That's pretty crazy. Or maybe it was just fully invested. Yeah, it had to be fully invested. Okay. And then Mismagius wasn't because it had Pain Split and everything, so it was more of a defensive set. So that makes sense. It had to be like specially defensive. I'm sorry, that was really unprofessional of me. But I don't care because that's not what this channel's about. I am not about being professional. I am about having fun. Why not both? I don't know, little Mexican girl. I don't know. Are you just gonna time stone me? Because if you are, you're gonna be a little dick. Just like that Asian down the road. What should we say to this guy? GG. That's all we need to say. That's all we need to say. Yeah. Magmortar just cleans up because he was using a bad Mismagius set. Okay. Okay, well, let's take a look at what we could have learned from this match. Number one, Licky runs Wish Protect with Oblivious, so don't taunt it. Number two, Magmortar's really good. As Togevar would say, it is the best Pokemon in the NU tier at the moment. And so far, my Assault Vest 1 is really putting in the work. And I would tend to agree with him, but this is the only team I've used in the tier, and I haven't used any other Mons besides these. Except for Kangaskhan, because I took this team, copied and pasted it, and replaced Bouffalant with Kangaskhan, and I lost all the matches that I played with it. So I'm just going to stick with Banded Bouffalant, because A, it's fun, B, it's Ben Wallace, and B, it's Ben Wallace. And C, this guy lost to Inactivity, that's not C. C is the C, as you can see. Pokemon Crystal references for days. I'm back up to 1269, so I guess that explains why I got that first. I don't know. Man of Many 23 is our next opponent. I don't know how I want to go about this. He has a Defogger in Archeops that can completely wreck my Seismitoad. I gotta make sure he doesn't get Rain Up with Ludicolo. And if he does, I need to be able to basically do it, like, stall out his Rain. Otherwise, if I get rid of Primeape, Bouffalant does a whole lot of work to this man's team. Like, it can live anything Ludicolo wants to go for. It can live anything but a Focus Blast for Magmortar. And then Musharna can't set up on it, and then Kecleon just straight up dies. So Banded Bouffalant looking like the win con this time. Mesprit not looking too useful, doesn't really hit anything. It hits nothing on his team super effectively, so right off the bat I can tell Mesprit won't be useful this game. I'm just going to leave with Seismitoad because reasons. He leads with Kecleon. What do I want to do against a Kecleon? I want to get up my rocks because that's going to limit his Magmortar and his Archeops being able to switch in. As he goes for the Grass Knot, we have the Window Berry. He's Life Orb, so I kind of want to make sure he still has that Life Orb. I'm going to go into Magmortar. Get in before he sets up his rocks. I can still use this thing. Potentially. He goes for the Drain Punch. That's fine. Well, that's convenient. What's he going to want to go for? Another Drain Punch? He thinks I'm physically defensive Magmortar. He thinks I'm physically defensive Magmortar. Oh my gosh. You'll see the chat in a few ticks. But, yeah. Oh, he he forfeit at the sight of physically defensive Magmortar. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Yep. Ray Charles is obviously physically defensive. Assault Vest modest, max attack with a little bit of speed. Too much. Too much for him. I mean I match up terribly against freaking Kecleon too, which is the funny part. I didn't even have leftovers on, and he thinks I'm okay. Here's a Sock and a Scyther. Oh yeah, Linoon kind of just shits on me too, so that's a thing. I really want to lead Bouffalant. Then again, my inner, he has a Sand Slash and a Sturdy Sock, is saying something, so I'm not going to do that. Mesprit is going to do a whole lot to this man's team as soon as I get rid of Scyther and get a free Calm Mind up, so that's going to be a problem. I'm going to lead Seismitoad. Why lead Seismitoad? Well, well, I just died to a close combat from this thing. Especially if he's banded. But if he is banded, he's got to be banded. I mean, I only have one switch, and I have to go into Violet Plume because I need to get up my rocks. He goes for the close combat. That does roughly nothing. What's his best switch here? Scyther? Or Linoon. He could go into Linoon, set up a Belly Drum, and sweep me. But I'm not going to let that happen because I'm going into Archeops as he goes for... Oh my god. Okay, well, there goes our chances of winning this game. Okay, he holds on thanks to Sturdy. He goes for the knockoff. Oh, well. That's not good. That is not good at all because we lost all the speed we had on our team. I was expecting him to be banded. Should have looked at that damage a little closer, but then again, I don't know my NU calcs off the top of my head because I only started early in the week. Oh, this really sucks. It sucks really bad. We gotta go into Mesprit, hope that he's adamant, and scare him out. So we go for the Psychic. Yep, we lost to this thing, Linoon. Lost to Linoon. Oh well. I should just forfeit, but maybe we can pull it out of our ass. And he was jolly. Good news is, in comes his Scyther. which means he's going to U-turn and I get switch initiative. So if he goes into like anything else, it'll just die to Bouffalant's head smash, except for Sand Slash. If he goes into Sand Slash, then I'm going into Seismitoad. I wonder if I could have lived a close combat from an E-Belt Sock. Jolly Sock. Then again, I am a minus defense nature, probably not the best idea. I'm gonna go for Psychic, just to hope that he doesn't go for Sword Stance in my face. Okay. Because Mesprit is, it's not at a health that I'm comfortable with keeping it. So I'm just gonna sack it off. That was probably a bad play, but kiss me. What? Don't say that. In comes this thing. It reaches 229 speed. I know I outspeed that with Magmortar. Don't outspeed it with Bouffalant. Gotta go into Magmortar then. Go into Magmortar, click Focus Blast. Punishment time. Yep, punishment for missing Focus Blast. That's great. Alright, let's go into Bouffalant and just fire off a head smash. Head charge, not head smash. If I've been calling it head smash this whole time, I'm dumb. I mean, no, I can't. Seismitoad cannot live and one-hit KO you, sorry. Well. Yeah. Okay, looking for another battle. See, this is why I've not really liked NU a whole lot, because I keep getting completely shat on by luck, by hacks, and it really irritates me. I'm going straight out into Archeops because his whole team looks like it can want to set up on me, except for the Tauros, which I can blow back with in acrobatics, and it can't really do much in return. As he leads Uxie, that's fine, we can taunt this thing. And he's not going to want to set up his, or he might want to set up his rocks, I don't know. I don't think he can OHKO me, and even if he does, anything that's super effective against it, I can just roost off the damage and roost up and stall him out of that. So he does go for the Stealth Rock. I'm going to go straight for an Acrobatics, not really knowing what he's going to want to do. That does a sizable amount of damage as he goes for a U-turn. What's he gonna go into? Malamar could be a thing. Especially if it's Rest Talk, and looking at his team, I think it might be Choice Scarf. Gorbis could be a thing as well, because it can live anything I go for, and kill me with a Scald. In which case, he doesn't. He goes straight out into Mawile. I'm gonna taunt, so he can't sub or SD or use it as a secondary rocker. I don't understand why somebody would have two Stealth Rock users on his team, but I've seen worse. As he goes for a Play Rough, that's fine. Shit. I did not expect to die to that. Okay, we're gonna go into our physically defensive Magmortar now. Fire off a Fire Blast. That's too obvious of a play, but we're gonna do it anyway. He could go into Gorbis. Could go into Gorbis. As he goes for the Sucker, Please don't miss. Thank you, Ray Charles. Number one hit on the stations, on the tunes, on the dials. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That 1067 or 1011. 955. You know what I mean. Okay, Fire Blast. Please connect. Please. He sets up light screen. That's game. That's gonna be game, guys. I can tell you right now that is game, because he's gonna be able to set up for free with his Gorbis. So instead of Fire Blasting this thing to death, I am going to switch around. I'm going to switch around until this light screen wears off. He goes for his rocks now. I can head charge. I want to head charge. I really want to head charge. I'm head charging. I don't think anything on his team can live that. He sets up his reflect. That's completely fine with me. Whatever he goes into, even with that reflect up, is going to be taking a hell of a lot of damage from this. If he goes out into Lilligant, I have to go out into Magmortar. Okay, so note to self, this is like, this live is me learning NU, so I'm not good at the tier. Okay, in comes Malamar. Gotta go into Vileplume. I 100% have to go into Vileplume. As he goes for the superpower, that's fine with me. Yep, because we can take those all day, as long as he doesn't have the, whatchamacallit? What do you call it? Psycho Cut. That's whatchamacallit. If he does, he outspeeds my entire team. Oh my god, I live that. I still do nothing in return. Oh, and I get the contrary SPDF raise, or special attack raise. That's funny. That is funny. Funny, funny, funny. So I gotta stall this thing out. I have to stall this thing out of light screen, which it's not going to happen in time. Nope, not at all. Light screen needs to wear off before I can come in with Mesprit and kill it with the Dazzle. So I'm gonna go into Bouffalant. And I'm just gonna click, let's click Mega Horn, why not? I mean, I don't really care. We lost this game anyway, because I was stupid and lost Archeops very early. Yeah, because that legit just lost me the game. I'm gonna do the thing, do the knockoff, knock it off. You knock it off, son. I know I have speed, but oh, it's Assault Vest, so it's a good thing that I did that. Light screen wear off. Oh, light screen wears off. Mesprit, please clutch this. Please. For the love of me. Please. If I... Oh. Welp. Skrelp. We lost. GG. That was my one chance, and I blew it. I blew that big fat dick. What? I didn't say that. Well, I killed it. He wasn't max speed at all. In comes Tauros. Miss, please. No, he has Earthquake. Never mind. But I was gonna say miss your Rock Climb and I win potentially, but no, he has Earthquake. So yeah, GG. I turned a complete butt raping into only a 3-0, so that's good. So yeah, that's me trying to end you. Didn't go so well. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.